Breaking: Nnamdi Kanu reacts to the ban on channel television. Nnamdi Kanu had asked, should IPOB pay Channels TV fine by NBC for saying the truth for once? Yes, this is the question. Well, according to Nnamdi Kanu, I quote him, "Over time, hidden truths morph in the dark soil of deceit into something much worse," by Patty Callahan. So, channel television, welcome on board. You have done something you refused to do for a very long time, and today, Nigerian Fulani cabals in Asrock have slammed your media house with 5 million naira fine for granting Emma Powerful, IPOB spokesman, an interview regarding the killings in Biafra land. This will teach Nigerian media houses a very big lesson for failing to do what is needful before man and God, meaning that journalism is not all about money, but standing and believing in the truth at all times. Before stopping terrorism, let's find the real terrorist. Yes, this is what Nnamdi Kanu said. He has asked a question: should the IPOB pay the 5 million fine? Anyway, before we continue with this news, let me read the full details of the fine against channel television for interviewing Emma Powerful. So you just listen. We go through that reading, and then you will analyze this. I would like you to also drop your comments below in this very issue, because this is a very big question thrown by IPOB leader, if IPOB should pay the fine. So let's read the news first. The National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, has suspended Channels Television with a fine 5 million naira for breaching the broadcast code. A letter to the managing director of Channels Television, signed by the acting director general of the NBC, Professor Armstrong Idachaba, referred to Channels' 7 p.m. live broadcast program of Sunday, April 25th, 2021, accusing the TV station of allowing a leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, to make secessionist and inciting declarations on air without being cautioned or reprimanded by the station. According to Sahara Reporter, the NBC described it as contrary to the broadcast code. It also accused the station of allowing the guest speaker to allegedly make derogatory and misleading statements about the Nigerian army, despite it being proscribed by a court of law. So, this is what actually happened. Now, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra has stepped in to ask simple question: should IPOB pay the 5 million fine? Well, to me, if I should answer that question, IPOB doesn't have to bother to pay any fine, because what channel television did is what channel television is supposed to do. As journalists, when a story is developing, it is the duty of the journalist to do what? Ask questions from all the people involved, all that is involved. So in this case, it's the issue of the federal government and the IPOB, or Eastern Security Network, as the case may be. So, channel will hear from the federal government, or the army, or the security agent, and channels also supposed to hear from ESN or IPOB, and then make their own personal investigation, assessment, before reporting the case to the public. That is what journalism is all about. And they report the truth. It's supposed not be only what the government said they should write. They should feed the public. That is not what journalism is all about. Journalism is all about the truth, investigation, and then give the truth to the public. So channel television did the right thing. They did the right thing for the first time. Of course, for the first time. And this is a call to all other stations. Because if they think that the government should be controlling them, in anything they have to report, it must be what the government wants them to report. A day will come, they themselves cannot have the ability or desire to report something that has affected them themselves. Something that had adversely affected them. So that same thing they are meting on other people is going to one day affect them themselves as well. So they have to remain objective. They have to remain objective. And that is what this man tried to do by at least asking questions from the other side. And now the government is slamming them with 5 million fine. But 100%, this very action by NBC, this Nigerian Broadcasting Commission, their action is going to backfire against them. It's going to backfire against them. All channel television has to do now is to remain calm and wait for the reactions of reasonable Nigerians. Why is IPOB exempted from being interviewed? Why? If you say IPOB is a terrorist organization, why is it that no Western world recognize IPOB as a terrorist organization? Why is it that Nnamdi Kanu is traveling from one country to the other freely, going to their embassies, taking visa, and then traveling to anywhere he wants to travel to? Can Chicago do that? Can Chicago do that? It's impossible. Even Rufai cannot even go travel to United States of America. And what do you call him? Atiku Abubakar cannot even travel to United States of America. But Nnamdi Kanu travels to anywhere he wants to go. He's the leader of IPOB. So if the world recognizes IPOB as being persecuted, being victims, not terrorist organization, who is Nigerian government to claim that they are terrorists and that they cannot interview somebody from the organization? This is a very, very, very stupid action by this NBC. This NBC has taken a fight which they themselves cannot fight, because I believe that Nigerians, the reasonable ones, is going to go after this NBC for this grave mistake they made. Thank you for listening to this news, but please drop your comments, and before you leave, don't forget to subscribe. God will bless you as you do so. Thank you.